Hi, my name is Sonia from Cosmic Harmony. I'm going to do a tarot reading for you today and see what messages come out. Remember, our outer world and experiences are a reflection of our inner world. So with the tarot, we can look and see what's going on in the outer world and the current energies coming towards us. By looking at our reflection through those stories and experiences, we can dive more deeply into our subconscious, which is creating every moment of our reality. By doing so, we become more aware of those patterns and more apt to heal, discovering who we really are, whole, and what we want to experience. We can choose making creation a more conscious experience. If you'd like a personal reading, email me at the email address down below. Also, there's information about writing stories and world meditations down below. If you'd like to donate to the channel, there's a link for that. And lastly, I appreciate any likes, shares, and subscribes. That helps me get the message out there and continue to do tarot readings. Thank you. Hi, this is Sonia from Cosmic Harmony. This is going to be a general collective message. And I got this new deck. Well, I don't have the cover, but it's the Archetypes, the Wild Unknown Archetypes by Kim Moran, and I was really excited to play with them. I think that they're going to help discover the subconscious patterns that are bringing things into our reality so we can recognize them and have more of a conscious creation experience, I guess. So I'll probably be pausing the video, but so that you don't have to sit there and watch me contemplate and look at the book and stuff, just because I don't know these cards very well because I just got it today. But so I already laid out the cards, and I'm doing it a little bit different too because of the way these cards are. What I did was I did the self in the middle, and then below it I did the like subconscious underlying energy with the crowning energy at the top, and then the past, and then the future. Okay, and then I'm gonna clarify still with my little deck, because that'll show us like these are going to show more like that underlying energy, and the tarot can help us see outside patterns of that underlying energy. So yeah, I didn't shuffle these little cards yet, so they're harder to shuffle. So give me just a second. That was all the shuffles it needed, apparently. Okay, so the first card, we got the riddle. And this is the card that's representing the self. And this card is basically talking about there's something that you're trying to bring into being. You want something to happen. And it's saying stop trying to figure it out. So like if you have a problem, basically to accept that the solution is going to come to you. You're going to receive it. And I talked about this in one of the other signs messages today. And that if you try and force it to happen, basically it's going to cause resistance to it happening. So I'm going to see if there's any other things from the tarot about what that might be about. Okay, we got the world reversed. Let's see what else. Like the Eight of Pentacles. So what I'm getting right now is this might have to be that you're working on something, or working, like working a job. that you need to let go of. Yeah, so you've got the Ace of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups. So you might be needing to let go of a person who is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, or you might... What I'm actually seeing from this is that, okay, so what you're doing right now is you're working on something that you intuitively feel like you want to end or shouldn't be doing, okay? And that pattern, that way that you feel when you do this thing that you feel like you should quit doing, but you don't know how to quit doing it because then it would cause all these other problems, right? Like a job, for instance. It's blocking, I'm seeing that it's blocking this Ace of Cups from coming in. That's what I'm getting from that. And underneath we got the Ace of Pentacles. So it's like there's this seed that wants to be planted and started, but that's blocking it. It's continuing to do that. So let's look at let's go with the subconscious first. A lot of cards came out for that. So we got the womb. We got the sword and the hunter. And then we got the orphan and the father. Okay, so give me just a moment. Okay, so this is actually pretty amazing. I think this deck is awesome. So what I'm showing, the orphan is the wounded child, okay? And if you can see, the orphan is reaching out for this flower, okay? He's the beggar. He feels like he has to beg for everything because what I'm showing is that, okay, here's the womb, right? When you're a child, it's like you're born into this world, and it's like the womb represents like the loving motherly energy, right? Loving you, okay? Hold on, I'm putting together this sword with the hunter, the orphan, and the father. Because what I'm showing, it's like the father energy is the protector, okay? Now, it doesn't have to mean it's your father. It's just whoever embodies this energy, okay? Basically, what it's saying, though, is you did not feel safe with the orphan being next to it. So it's like you felt like the father abandoned you in a way, okay? Because they might have been in and out of the picture, this energy, but it's like you didn't consistently have the protection and safety. You might have been raised like in a poor situation because that would make you feel unsafe, right? Or where there's a lot of chaos and drama. And but basically you develop this mindset that to have this like the father figure in your life, like this protection energy, the stability, the security, like everything's okay, you have to beg for it and it's going to disappear. And so that's why you're still working on this, whatever it is, because you're like, if I just do this, if I just do that, then I can have it. Now with the sword and the hunter here, what I'm getting, the hunter, he uses a weapon basically for his target. and he goes for what he wants. And he's facing the orphan and the father. It's almost like, but the sword cuts things out. So I'm not sure if it's like, so I'm going to clarify each one of these cards just to see what's the womb. There's a card that flipped over when I was shuffling. Okay, the Knight of Swords, he cuts things out too. And I was just talking about the swords. Okay, so what's the womb? The womb. We got the Seven of Wands. And it's funny because it's this little devil guy spanking this girl's ass. Okay. The Seven of Wands is defensive. You felt like you had to defend yourself. And there was no one to defend you. Like, that's what I'm getting from that. Ending. You got the Ten of Swords clarifying the Hunter. And the Ace of Swords on the bottom. What's the Orphan? The Orphan is the Nine of Swords. So that's like that, yeah, like that fear, anxiety when you're a kid. And the Five of Swords on the bottom. What's the Father? You got the Six of Swords reversed, which usually indicates like a return. I'm almost thinking it's like the return. It's like you always expect, you try and get away from the insecurity, the unstableness, but you're always like, it's always gonna mess up again. And so it keeps you hanging, like basically, so you got the Hanged Man and the Ace of Pentacles saying that like you need to develop a new perspective to basically have that Ace of Pentacles that you're looking for. So I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I'm almost thinking that like you wanted your father actually to protect you, and he didn't. That's kind of what I'm getting. Like, defend you. Eight of Cups reversed. Again, that's return. Like, that's a return. He might have left you. You might have, and I say he, like I said, it could be a mother too. Like, but it's that energy of the father, that protection. Okay, so let's look at the crowning energy. And then I'm going to look at the past. So I got prayer. I only got one card. Prayer. So I really feel like that is like you're begging for a miracle. Like begging for help. But I just got the High Priestess came out. That's like your intuition, listening to your intuition. It can also be secrets, but I really think that's intuition. And one thing one thing about prayer is that when you are begging or asking for something, you automatically are resisting it at the same time. What I mean by that is like if you're every day, you're like, I want this to happen, I want this to happen, I want this to happen, I want this to happen. You're reaffirming that it's not happening. But if you are saying a prayer, like if you believe in God, there's people have different beliefs, but whatever it is, the universe, whatever it is that you believe in, but when you thank for that thing that you want to happen as if it's already happened, and realize that it is happening for you, even if you don't necessarily see it right at the moment. That's what it basically opens you up to receive what you're asking for. And answers to prayer come through your intuition a lot of times. I'm going to get one more card. Ace of Swords. That's like a new beginning in truth. Okay, give me just a moment. But basically, when you think of yourself as limited, like an individual, it keeps you limited. And like when you pray, it's like you are acknowledging that there is something bigger than your perspective of what you are. And so that's what that's about. Let me go to the past. Okay. So this is super interesting, the past. We got the Mask. I don't know how to say this. Thanatos, but I'm pretty sure that's death. Okay. Gnosis. And Starborn. So I'm showing that you had some kind of transformation recently where the mask fell off. Give me just a moment. Okay, yeah, so basically what I just said with the prayer, the mask that you were wearing, this illusion that you had covering who you are, fell off through some event or some knowing. But this is like inner knowing of who you are, like an innermost knowing. And with the Starborn, that is like knowing that your life has a purpose, and not like necessarily that it's predetermined and everything, but it's like you have something big to do in this life. That's what I'm showing. You recently had that realization, and I think that you are having this conflict about the worldly life, like how am I going to pay my bills if I do this? I'm going to lose my house. I'm going to lose this. I'm going to lose that. How do I go do this? That's kind of the struggle that I'm seeing that you're having right now. I'll see if there's any other information. Is there any clarification for the mask? Okay. The Queen of Wands reversed. You might be an Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. But I'm thinking that with it reversed, that basically is like you don't know who you are. What's the clarification for the death? Oh, Judgment. This is like being reborn, which is death also signifies being reborn. What's the knowing? We got Six of Wands. That's like almost like knowing you're a star. And then there's the Starborn, because the Six of Wands is like recognition, victory. What's the Starborn? And you have the Hierophant. So like whatever it is, you could be a Taurus. That's a card of Taurus. The Taurus card is the Hierophant signifies like a spiritual leader. So let's go to the future now. So you're having this delay or struggle or whatever you want to call it, if you want to even call it that. That's where you're at. That's what I'm trying to say. We've got the Cave and the Stone. And I find this really interesting just because when I see these two together, I think about Jesus Christ being like rising from the dead, how they like went to go move the stone and the stone was already moved and he walked out of the cave. That's what I think about, but let's see. Okay, so this cave, this is an initiation. You're going to have some type of initiation into your purpose, what you're going to be doing. And the stone has like, it's like contains the past and the present and the future. It's anchored into the earth though, so you can always return to it. And I think of this as like a seer stone or a crystal ball. Almost like, I think that you might have, it's like you might have some type of ability to see the past, the present, the future, like see beyond time. Okay, now for the cave, I got the Two of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles reversed. Now the Three of Pentacles reversed, I keep seeing that in readings, and I think of doing this. This is something you have to do alone. We got the Three of Swords, so it's like you are heartbroken over having to do all this alone, this juggling. More, maybe that was your initiation. If you haven't gone through that yet, I'm showing you will. Okay, we got the Fool reversed. That can be an Aries if you're dealing with an Aries. I'm going to get one more to clarify the Fool reverse, because that could be like not being foolish, because it's taking a leap of faith is what the Fool is upright. But with it being reversed, ooh, and we got the Temperance reversed. There's a card of Sagittarius. It's imbalance, not time yet. Let me clarify the stone. There's a choice you have to make though. Yeah. We got the Emperor reversed. That is the Emperor reversed. That could be an Aries. The other one is supposed to, sorry, a Pisces, not an Aries, but anyway, the Emperor reversed and the Six of Cups reversed. You're coming into this Emperor energy, or there's someone supposed to do this with you. There's a Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles is really slow moving energy, but it's an offer. Clarify the Knight of Pentacles. We got the Chariot reverse. That's a sign of Cancer. And the King of Pentacles reversed. I think there's someone you're supposed to do this work with. Like, you're going to be doing some type of, you have some type of work or purpose for your life, right? What I'm seeing is that there is someone actually that's going to be with you as you do this. And you saw what you're supposed to be doing. You're working on it, but you haven't let this totally go. You haven't got your finances or your stability in order because of this stuff down here on the bottom, right? I mean, this is the underlying energy behind it. And I almost think that once you get that stuff figured out, this other person gets their stuff figured out and comes in. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm saying. These cards are really hard to shuffle, but I want to see what the advice is. See what they give us for the advice. Okay. Whoa. Huh. Temple. Okay, so this card has to do with what you pay homage to. So like what you're worshiping, where you're putting your time and energy. I'm going to get one more. So it's something about you having to re-examine where you're putting your time and energy to see if there's too many that fill out. If it's, oh, there we go. The gem. The gem. So I'm getting one more card, and then I'm going to pull some tarot. Okay, so what I'm getting is that you need to find this gem, because the gem is within you. So there's something within you, and you're going to find it by making your temple. It's like looking at what your temple is. Making sure your temple is what you want it to be. What can I get to clarify the temple? I'm getting what you're putting into your body, how you're spending your time. What's the temple? Because our bodies, temple, okay. This is rejecting that which you don't want in your temple. But our bodies, it's like, oh, we think we can do whatever we want to our bodies. It only affects our body, our health, right? But the thing is that everything that we put into our body affects what our experience on the outside too, because it affects everything in the universe. So it's just that everything is connected. And so the kind of life that you want to experience is going to be affected by how you treat your body. If you treat your body in a like disrespectful way, how can you expect to have respect on the outside? That's what I'm trying to say. It's like it's all affects it all. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, definitely not. But that's the message I'm getting. This is okay. So clarifying it, we got the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So that is cutting out the old crap. That's why the temples come out. You have to cut out the old crap. That's what it's saying to do anyway. Not like I'm trying to demand you do it. I really think it's a message for me, actually, a lot of ways. But okay. Yeah, a lot of cards came out for the gem. Okay, because we got the Page of Wands, the Five of Pentacles. Oh, there's another one. I didn't even see those ones. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, what? I thought no. Three. Okay, so there's also a Three of Cups, an Eight of Wands. Oh, that's right there. It's like you have to move. This is going to take a lot of strength. There's strength that came out. That's also a sign of Leo. Yeah, you need to not basically put your energy into stuff that's going to hurt you. And you have to not like reunite with those that it's like it's going to drag your energy down. It's like you have to be really clear in your communication, really focused. This is clear communication. Like, that's what that means. So I'm going to leave it right there, but I'm going to play with these cards more. I'm going to use them in the readings for the signs that I'm going to start doing. After I do Aquarius, I still need to do Aquarius, and then I'll start a new reading. So anyway, if you like this video, like, share, subscribe. It'll be really interesting to use these cards in the readings and see how deep we can get. All right, thank you.